So, Record Store Day just happened this weekend, and obviously, it was awesome. It was a huge success. First, before anything, just wanted to shout out the Record Store Angry Young and Poor for being able to carry some free promotional singles for the label. We released this digitally about a month ago, and then I've also been bringing it this one. This is the 2026 mix to Pre-Baptist song Police Brutality. This comes with the clean, explicit, and the instrumental, as well as 2 other singles that were already released prior. This is for a bigger release coming out later this year, beginning of next year, something like that. But dropped off about, I'd say about a dozen plus of these to the store Angry Young and Poor, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. If you were there and they are still there, I would recommend picking one up. And I want to just say again, big thank you to Angry Young and Poor, because both the band and I love the store. I've been going to it personally since my first Record Store Day in like 2017. I will say, regardless, everything ended up working out at the end of the day, and I got pretty much everything I wanted. First, the freebies. So, obviously, we have the posters. I can show you the small one. So, my record store that I go to this year, the newest one I go, not new in a way, but my tradition of Record Store Day is going to start here this year. It started Black Friday, really, but the official this is my first official Record Store Day at Mothership. He's in York, PA. Dude that runs it, Jason. Awesome, man. He's been hooking me up. I've been going there at least since 2019-ish, if I'm correct, or 2020. Pretty much, like, around the time he opened, I was in the shop within the first year or so. And he's always been awesome. I love getting a lot of my stuff from him. He also carried a little bit of Pre-Baptist stuff. The Don't Step My Hot Pocket CD. I don't know if he still has them or not. If they are, go buy them. He's cool. He always hooks me up. Always cuts me a deal. So I was able to get a ton of cool stuff. And yeah, I just want to say shout out to all the independent record stores out there. Doesn't matter if you did participate in RSD or not. Go support your local record stores as much as you can, because I think having physical media and physical music is so important. And it's record stores like these that keep the community alive, honestly. So, the freebies. I like trying to get one of everything. I don't, like, it's just nice to do. So I just like to go just to preserve stuff and all that. So I'll show you the poster. There's 2 posters, but one's rolled up because it's so huge. I'll show you an image. But the first one is, is Bluey up here. He's just like, do you want a poster? I was like, yeah. Do you want a Bluey poster? Sure. I picked it up. The other poster is here. It is massive. I would say this is about, if I really had to pick, it's bigger than the previous years. I will say that. I don't want to say it's 24 by 36, but it's close. And then there's 2 tote bags. This is the main one a lot of people got. It's just one-sided. I like getting these. So this is the main one that I had. And I was going to hit up the other record store later in the day that also had them. And I saw a yellow one. So I was like, hey, if it's no trouble, could I get the yellow one instead of the white one? Because I'd rather have, like I told him, I was like, I'd rather other people have the white bag first, since I'm going to go to a store later in the day that'll have it. And I think the yellow one's cool, and I've not seen anyone talk about it. So, cool, yeah, I'm guessing he had his kid there helping him. Just trying to get the records out of the bag. It wasn't budging. I got that much. I will say initially I spent $340. So, yeah. So, after that, he couldn't get it out. He's like, you know what? Just take the other bag too. So, this is the other bag. No idea anything about it. It says The Great Divide, and if you don't know it, that looks like ladybugs. There's ladybugs on it. Pretty cool. I have no idea, but my cousin went with me. Well, she picked me up from the first one, and then we did our whole entire run thing. I came back to Mothership pretty much after the second stuff. But she said it's from Noah Khan. And I looked it up, and a lot of people in the Noah Khan subreddit are also talking about it. Now, from what I can find, I don't know if it's definitive answer or not, but apparently this is for a listening party. Someone said it was a grand prize for the listening party, and then someone else just said it's just more RSD freebies. But regardless, it's still cool, I still like it. I will say, I did end up getting 2 of the RSD Ambassador buttons, mainly because I went to 2 different record stores. I just picked up the freebies, and I was gonna say, I don't sell the freebies. That's the shittiest thing to do. I just pick them up just because I like preserving it. So, these are the Ambassador buttons. Bruno Mars. Pretty cool. Like, they look nice, they're very sleek, and they're just very, I just keep saying cool because that's the answer. And yes, I did get 2 of the big RSD posters, because my mom's like, hey, if you can get a second one, get a second one. At the second store, I got one, I'm like, cool. Mothership sticker, I always pick one up when I'm there, and I just slap it on something. Gotta support the local record stores. These are a couple of the other ones. These are Record Store Day stickers. I've been flipping over doom scrolling. And then record stores and everybody. These are cool. I like that they started doing like little record store stickers like that. I think that's pretty cool. Foo Fighters' new album, Your Favorite Toy, it drops in a couple days, so they had promotional stickers for it. It's weird because it cuts off at the edge, if you can see it there. It cuts it off, which is odd. I don't care. And then, I'm guessing the rest are Angry Young and Poor stickers, if I'm correct. Yeah, Angry Young and Poor. I love this sticker, that's cool. Devil Dude, Angel with the Wing sticker, the shoe sticker. Oh, they're pretty neat. Just little stuff, I like seeing it. And then just some little flyers for some upcoming shows. Oh! Tattoo Punks Fest, all that stuff. I like getting this little, like, you know me by now. You know I like collecting music and music history like this. So it's like, if you really think of it, like, who's really gonna keep those little flyer things around? Most of those just go in people's pockets and get ruined, honestly. So I like to collect them, catalog them, because I think that would be cool. Like, say in 100 years from now, they're like, oh, let's see what the local, like, punk scene was in this area. And now they have little flyers to kind of get the idea. So I just think that's cool. So now on to the non-Record Store Day stuff, before we get into the RSD title that I got. I will say, overall, I spent damn near $400. I'm not lying. So first one is the only single I got that day, and was actually from the second time I went to Mothership, because I went the first time, got in there, got my stuff, did a run, and then me and my cousin went to Ico's, which is also in York. Unfortunately, he is closing down next year, but still love him. He also has copies of Pre-Baptist Don't Stab My Hot Pocket. He has 3 left. They are, if I'm correct, $10 a piece or something, or $8, I forget. But they're in there. Go support him. Go buy them. Support us as well. And this is the single I got. It is Crow, which they are one of those like oddball bands I like. It was the single Don't Try to Lay No Boogie Woogie on the King of Rock and Roll and Satisfied. I didn't even see this at first. This was after I was about to leave, and my cousin was checking out, and I saw it and I'm like, gotta get it. I just gave him $1 for it. It's what it was. It was $1. Pretty awesome. Mainly just noticed it because of the, like, not ugly green, but obnoxious green label. I'm like, that doesn't look like something I know. And then also Mothership was having their 15% off sale on non-RSD titles, which I thought was pretty cool. So first one I picked up was Dust's self-titled album from the 70s. I think it was 71 or 72. But awesome. It was $30 or $35 originally. One of those. And he had their other one, Heart Attack, but that was $50, and I'm like, you know what? I like the debut better. But such a good album. Has songs like Stone Woman, Dry Camel, Going Easy. It's good. This is one that you would want to listen to. Trees, Sickness In. So this is pretty cool. I just like the cover. I'm just like, this is so unique. Let me pick it up. And it looks like it's in 45 RPM. First side is cover your mouth. Second side is perish. So this is just a single? I think it's a single. Not bad. Paid $10 for it, so I'm like, after whatever sale, I don't know. But, I don't know. I just got it because it's cool. Next one, got from Icos. This was $20. And it's honestly, it's below the average. But I just had to get it. Because you don't see SoundCloud rap ever in record stores around here. So I got it. This is XXXTentacion's album, 17. Obviously, has some little cover wear and all that stuff. But I don't care. I think I wasn't super into him back in the day, but I knew about him a lot. And I figured, you know what, I want to start getting into a lot of the, like, checking out some of the music that was around when I was in high school and all that. But I gotta say, beautiful pressing. It's called like a black and white smash. So it's like a very, I'm guessing they just kind of threw the colors together and just slapped it up. It's a decent album as well. I'd recommend checking it out if you like if you have not heard it, which would be crazy, but it's definitely a good idea of that, like, the SoundCloud era of rap. And this was the one I got at Angry Young and Poor. I was so excited that it was still there. And it's crazy because I thought this came out in May. Because I think the countdown says it is. But this is Kneecap's newest album, Fenian. It is amazing. I love it. I'm going to try to figure out, I don't know, I think the sleeve kind of got ripped a teeny bit. Not the end of the world. I'm just like, damn it. Of course it did. But great. And I love it. What's this? There's a book in it. And this is on a red and black split. I am going to get a new sleeve for this so I don't ruin this inner sleeve because it is beautiful. But this is the split. It's more orangish, but it's more of a true, like, it's about the red of my hoodie in a way. But it's a split. It looks awesome. Love Kneecap. They are an amazing band. I'm glad they're getting the recognition they deserve. Now on to our RSD titles. First one up, I will do this one. Bob Brady and the Conchords. Love in the Chariot Recordings. Excuse me. Pretty cool. There we go. There's that. They're long out of print. 60s Baltimore Blue-Eyed Soul. Francois Hardy in English. This is an 18-track collection of the English language studio recordings by Francois Hardy. And this also comes with a bonus 7-inch. It is on white vinyl. And, oh yeah, it's the special 7-inch of Hardy's debut 1962 EP featuring those songs. I can't read French. Next up, I am so excited to find this. Kiss. A special Kiss album for their summer tour featuring cuts for all formats. It's a pretty cool one. It is 4 singles from the Destroyer era. Well, from the album. So, one of their best songs ever, hands down. Do You Love Me? Flaming Youth, which I would have... Why would we choose this over God of Thunder? Are we serious? And, of course, the hit Detroit Rock City. This is on a black and white splatter vinyl, which I think is pretty cool. And this was the first ever reissue of this. Obviously, it was a promotional item. We have David Bowie. Hello, Space Boy. Ta-da. This just looks awesome. It's the 30th anniversary 12-inch EP. Pressed on neon pink vinyl. Mixes from the Pet Shop Boys. Compiled on vinyl for the first time previously. Plus an unreleased Tim Simonon remix. So, awesome. Looks so cool. It has the 7-inch remix, the 12-inch remix, the Lost in Space remix, the Double Click mix, instrumental mix, and Tim Simonon mix. 6 tracks, awesome. This is on hot pink vinyl, on neon pink. Amazing. Bowie is just amazing in general. And I don't have a lot of his 90s stuff. Like, outside, like, I still do not have the full Outside album on vinyl. But I did get the next one. The next best thing. the excerpts from Outside, which was the other release this year. Awesome. This is a half-speed master on 180 gram crystal clear vinyl, featuring the 2021 remasters approved by the original co-producer Brian Eno. This is amazing. Now, I'm normally not one for clear vinyl, if that's their selling point, but I think the selling point here is that this got released, because you don't really have a lot of Outside era stuff being dropped, like, at all. Next we have, I'll do this one next, Skeeter Davis, The End of the World, Navy Hoedown Sessions. This is awesome at the 70s session for the military, basically, if I'm correct. It's cool. Yeah, the Long Lost Navy Hoedown Session. So, pretty neat. It's on this pink vinyl, looks amazing. Look how cool it is. I will say, I do not like how this one's packed, and I will explain why. It comes opened. It comes without shrink wrap, so right there, that for me, that's just a bit weird, because hey, what if water, like, moisture gets to it, whatever. It isn't a gatefold, which, if you know me by now, I'm not a fan of gatefolds on single LPs. I'm gonna make a whole entire hot takes about vinyl album. And also, I don't like OBI strips. I'm sorry, I just don't. I don't like the side OBI strips. But we have that, and then the Record Store Day sticker on the outside. Cool album overall. So I'm excited to put it on the turntable and listen to it. Next we are gonna do Robert Plant, Saving Grace, with Susie Diane. All That Glitters. Pretty neat. This is only $22, which is crazy. Like, it's Robert Plant. That just blows my mind. So it's 4 songs: The Blackest Crow, Orphan Girl, Two Coats, and Poison. So pretty neat. I love the cover of it. So that'll be a cool one to listen to. Next we have Hilary Duff, Mine. So, Hilary Duff was my childhood crush. I'm going to say that 100%. And also, she has some kick-ass music. I've actually been listening to her new album recently, and goddamn, it's solid. I like it. But this one, it is reimagined versions of her greatest hits, including one of her best songs, Come Clean, and then also What Dreams Are Made Of. It comes on a silver vinyl. It is a gatefold. And honestly, the packaging is nice. This one is Captain Beefheart and the Magic Band again. Lick my decals off, baby. This is the deluxe edition, basically of the vinyl. The deluxe 2LP set, featuring the original 1970 album, recut from the analog master tapes, plus unreleased instrumental and alternate versions from the sessions. I will say I'm not 100% sure what colorway it is on. I think it was on one, but I don't know. I think the last one is probably the most craziest story along with it. And the fact that it never got released until Now Again got their hands on it is, like, it blows my mind. This is the long lost album by the Ngozi family featuring Chrissy Zebi Tempo. Gatecrash 78. I've already listened to it on Spotify, like, while waiting and going around that day. It is so good. I think, honestly, if I had to pick a favorite song off it, it's either the first one that starts it off. It's Apo Ngozi. Hoping I'm saying that right. Poem Writer's amazing. Gatecrash is amazing. Easy Baby's amazing. The lineup is Paul Ngozi, Tommy Mwali, and Chrissy Zebi Tempo. It's weird holding, like, basically what was a piece of lost history until just this year. And that's what I like about Now Again Records, as well as a lot of the other ones, and that's what I am hoping to do super soon with my label. It's just keeping long lost music alive. He went through the dude that runs Now Again, he posted a big ass story about how he found this record and everything behind it. It is so crazy. And he was discussing how a lot of the Zamrock records from Zambia. But you know what? I had an amazing record store day. Got so much cool stuff. Got to drop off some stuff for the label at a record store again. Thank you so much to Angry Young and Poor for that. Go to their shop, support them. If you like a lot of punk rock based stuff, a lot of hardcore stuff, they carry so much of it, as well as a lot for other people. They also have like an amazing patches section, which I will spend my fair share there for that. But regardless, amazing record store day. Thank you so much for watching. What did you get for record store day? And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.